Hello guys, welcome to this part of this tutorial. In this very video, we are going to be displaying all the users existing in the database so that we can now click on any of them and chat with them, and we are going to be displaying them right under our own profile div. So to do that, let's go back to our users.php file, and then to save time, just copy from this div class row, just copy that and then come right under here and then paste it, then save and refresh. You can see we have successfully duplicated what we have there. So what you need to do is to just delete this function, because we are going to be creating another function. So go straight to your delete this also. So go straight to your database connection.php file and then create a new function, and then this time around we'll be naming the function display all users. So that's going to be the name of this function, and then we also give it two arguments, connect and then user ID. So now we already have these, so we will just go ahead and copy them and then just change some few things there. So this time around what we are going to be doing is select all from TBL users where ID is not equals to user ID, because we want to select all all profiles in the database except our own. We do not want to be chatting with ourselves, so you're going to create a while so after creating that, so you need to copy this part where while row equals MySQL fetch stop result. So delete this bracket inside and then copy this code from the return part and then paste that here, and then change return to echo. After changing return to echo, go ahead and delete this X button here for logging us out, and then I think that's pretty much what we have to do. So we have to first of all copy the function, then we later come back to the database connection file to do any adjustments we have to do. Then you are going to replace the user ID with our session user ID. So underscore session user underscore ID, and then we are going to go ahead and save that, and then let's go refresh. And then you see we now have Paul Smith from database and Marianne from the database, and I'm going to just show their profiles to you. You can see this is our own profile, the one we are logged into, which is Mark Dozie. Then this is Paul Smith and this is Mary Ann. So let's go ahead and then make some adjustments because it's not looking nice, and then which is not good. So database connection file, we are going to be going back there. Let's give a padding of let's just say 5 pixels, and then let's see what that gives us. Okay, that has shifted it. Then we need a kind of a small demarcation line. So let's just go ahead and border bottom, just in the little line at the bottom. So 2 pixels solid hash DDD, and then let's go ahead and refresh that page so you can see. So let's go ahead and register. Let's just create one more account. Let's just register one more person. So we are going to be opening this browser here. I already visited my registration form. Let's just say John, let's just say John Mark or whatever. Let's just say John 6@gmail.com. Just generate any email from your mind. You can give the same password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and then sign up now. And then you have signed up successfully, and then when we go ahead and refresh our users list, you can see we now have John Mark right here. So let me go ahead and explain what we've done so far, because there's still time. So this function we created, display all users, and we passed 2 arguments, connect and user ID. So the connect, we got that from this on our line 3. So that one is just containing what we can call our database settings and details. So query, we set query to select star from TBL users where ID not equals user ID. So what that means is we are actually logged in now, and our user ID, like we checked in the previous video and like we are also going to check right now, is 1. So now, since our user ID is 1 in the ID column, we want to just display all the users that their ID is not equals to 1. You understand? So every other ID we have there is 2, 3, and 4. And now we do not want to see ourselves as the users. As part of the users we are going to be chatting with. So now, as long as row equals to MySQL fetch assoc result, simply means as long as we can get records that does not match our own ID, then and only then should we display these profiles that we can see here. So we can go ahead and give this a little styling. So all you need to do is to come to your users.php file and then style the bold. Just add the style. Let's just do an inline styling to make it fast. So border radius of let's just say 10 pixels, 10 pixels, 0 pixels, 0 pixels. So yeah, that is just going to be okay. So we need to just also style this one. So to save time, just go ahead and copy the style codes there and then paste that here. So this time around is going to be 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 10 pixels, and 10 pixels. So let's just go ahead and refresh, and then it's looking a bit nice and now. So we can go ahead and log out from here and then log into any other account that is here. So let's go ahead and check. Let's just copy this email from here so that we use it to log in to these other accounts here. Of course, I maintain the password, so the password is actually the same, and we can now log in. And now Paul Smith is logged in, and then the account we logged into previously is now at the second line. So now let's go ahead and further verify if this protective line, to keep out users that aren't logged in, to keep them out of our application. Let's go ahead and check if this from line 3 to 5 is working. So let's just go ahead and then first of all copy the URL of the users.php file, which is this one. Then log out by clicking the X button. Now we've logged out. So let's go ahead and then create a new tab and then paste that there. And you can see it has redirected us to the login page so that we can log in. So now we are going to log in normally and then type our password. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So yeah, we are back to the Dozie account. So I'm going to be ending this very video in the next tutorial, because as you can see, we successfully displayed all the users that have registered in the database. So in the next video we are going to be creating, we are actually going to make each of these profiles, this Paul Smith, Mary Ann, John Mark, and the rest of that. We are actually going to be making them to be clickable, so that when we click, we get a box just like this one, and then we have the name of the person we are chatting with up here, and then we are going to actually be chatting with them. And then we are, to go ahead and test that properly, we are going to be using 2 different browsers, you understand, so that the sessions won't clash, because each session is unique to each browser, you understand. So we're going to be doing that in 2 different web browsers, and then we are going to be chatting with them and building the chat application proper. Thank you for watching this tutorial up to this part. See you in the next video. I'm going to be ending the video here.